Hello again, everyone. Welcome back, and I'd like to welcome you to my 100th cigar review video. Today, I have chosen for this epic event the Aroma de Cuba Edicion Especiale number 3, 6x50. Of course, these are made by Don Pepin Garcia for the Ashton Company. As with all his cigars, they are triple capped. Nice, good density. The cigar is a light golden brown. The Ashton site actually describes this as a pumpkin color. You be the judge. But we're going to have this today. It's 6x50, and we're going to start it out right now. I've actually had several of these previously, and they were very good, so I thought I would review it today. First, we cut the cap a little bit. Good draw. Now let's fire it up. Right at first, you get a lot of woody, leathery notes with some very hidden citrus notes, which will develop later. Let's let it sit a minute and see what flavors emerge. I'm about 3/4 of an inch in, and the flavors have settled down into a bittersweet grapefruit, coffee, and wood. The pepper is very good, and it's lingering nicely on the finish. Finish is sort of a citrus of some sort, possibly a carryover of those grapefruit notes. So that's where we are at the very beginning. Let's see what happens next. About an inch and a half in, the first ash is dropped off. The notes are the same as I said before, with a little more sweetness. The sweetness and the citrus notes have carried over nicely to the finish. So that's about the only change. As I said, we're about an inch and a half in. One thing I wanted to point out, I'll come back real quickly. The cigar is medium bodied at best at this point. The coffee notes are about the only thing giving it any depth, and it's burning quite evenly. So other than that, there's not much else to say about it. At this point, I would like a little more flavor and richness in the spice, but we'll see what happens. Here's the band. I need to remove it right now, but there seem to be the beginnings of leather notes in the spice. I'm not sure if they're leather notes or this a combination of that coffee and wood. I'll remove the lower band. But the cigar still has that bittersweet citrus and no richness yet. So that's about the only change. A little sweetness there, but it's a bittersweet grapefruit. Finish is now still got a little bit of that sweetness there, sort of a change, morphing over to a vanilla. That's about it. Be back. Well, as you can see, I've removed both the bands. Only about 2 inches left, and the cigar is showing just slight signs of richness, and they're faint. But the wood and the citrus are having some rich notes in them now. So thought I would point that out. The finish actually is a little bit of vanilla and almond mix. Very odd, but it is. That's what it is. So that's where we are with about 2 inches left. I'll be back here shortly to wrap it up. I'm here at the end, so I'm going to wrap it up. This cigar never developed any significant richness. It is not your typical Don Pepin Garcia cigar. Perhaps Ashton was looking for a light cigar, because it is that. It's very light. The finish pretty much was just one waffling between vanilla, almond, some sweetness there, but it never took off. And I waited and anticipated that it would take off with the richness and get some sweet notes and really get the citrus developing, and it never did. So for that reason, I'm giving it a score of 85. The La Aroma de Cuba Edicion Especiale, 85. Thank you for watching my 100th cigar review video. I'll be back to start the next 100 soon.